Happy Earth Day, an incredibly important day for me as an organic farmer, and I hope that it's important to you as we think about the future of our planet and what we can all do to improve the health of our planet as we're also taking care of the health of our friends and neighbors during this pandemic. Today, I'm really excited on this special 50th anniversary to introduce John Galemore. He's going to be participating in this Music for Vermont series. They're helping, all these musicians are helping our state gain some joy through their music while also practicing social distancing. We're also really trying to support these performers. They are not able to do their normal work, whether it's in schools or performing at night and making a living. So we are asking folks, if you have the capacity to do so, please share some resources, give a donation to Music for VT at our website on the screen as well. That will be split between the musician and our campaign. You'll be helping these musicians put food on their table. You'll be helping our campaign continue to talk about things like climate change challenges that we have and how our state can move forward together. So if you're able to help with the donation, that's great. But without further ado, let's get this Earth Day concert started. And if you're watching on Facebook, please feel free to start a watch party and invite some friends. Here's John.
Happy Earth Day to you. Happy Earth Day to you. Happy Earth Day, dear all of us. Happy Earth Day to you. There are creatures in our midst, half monster, half angel, the only devils you want to kiss. Again and again and again and again, they give us life and laughter. All they ask is that we love them, make our voices rise to the rafters, and give us a hug, so we celebrate the children. They're our world, they're what's in it for us. Celebrate the children, then we'll know how to celebrate ourselves. Celebrate the children, not just today, or only a week, a month, or a year, forever. They can teach you how to dream, keep you honest, keep you guessing, show you more ways to let off steam than a tea kettle can. Old priorities out the door, rearrange them for the better, much clearer than before, for the love of a child. So we celebrate the children, they're our world, they're what's in it for us. Celebrate the children, then we'll know how to celebrate ourselves. Celebrate the children, not just today, or only a week, a month, or a year, forever. In this time of human blindness, teach them peace, teach them vision, show them that there's strength and kindness, they give you hope in return. They're the future of this planet, it's in our homes, in their hands, we'll lose if we take them for granted. They're everything, we got to celebrate the children. They're our world, they're what's in it for us. Celebrate the children, then we'll know how to celebrate ourselves. Celebrate the children, not just today, or only a week, a month, or a year. Celebrate the children, they're our world, they're what's in it for us. Celebrate the children, then we'll know how to celebrate ourselves. Celebrate the children, not just today, or only a week, a month, or a year, forever. I said forever. Celebrate the children. So not only are we celebrating Earth Day, but we're celebrating children and families and all great things. Hi, I'm John Galemore, and welcome to my living room. It's great to pretend I see you out there. I hope there are a lot of people out there. I'm going to be depending on you to sing along, because I know what great voices you have. Your reputation precedes you. And here's one you can sing with. This is written in the hopes that kids stop trying to be grown up. And your part is just kidding, just being a kid, just kidding. From Montpelier to Madrid, just kidding. What a world we're all in. Don't know how we'll grow up, but what a way to begin. For those of you who don't know, Madrid is in Spain. And if you don't know where Montpelier is, I can't help you. I think I'll go for a stroll with my favorite troll. Take a ride on the back of my dinosaur Jack. Such a fine day to fly, I guess I'll be a jet plane. And if a grown-up person asks me what I'm doing, I'll explain. I'm just kidding, come on. Just being a kid, good, just kidding. From Montpelier to Madrid, just kidding. What a world we're all in. Don't know how we'll grow up, but what a way to begin. After a hard day in the dirt, how about a cookie for dessert? Better give me an extra 12, might have to entertain an elf. Oh yes, and 2 or 3 for Mary, don't forget her little lamb. And if a grown-up person tells me, act your age, I'll say I am. Just kidding, just being a kid, just kidding. From Montpelier to Madrid, so good to be kidding. What a world we're all in. Don't know how we'll grow up, but what a way to begin. I play with a gold kid named Gil, my blue buddy Bill. Got a pink pal, Pauline, and her sister Sal, who's green. Orange Al's a good friend. Purple Pete, what a guy. Big folks don't understand our rainbow, prettier than any in the sky. We're just kidding, just being a kid, just kidding. From Montpelier to Madrid, just kidding. I can hear you. What a world we're all in. Don't know how we'll grow up, but what a way to begin. I'm a kid, small and proud. Sing it long, sing it loud. Getting larger every day. Guess it's gotta be that way. But there's one thing I know and I'll never forget. I'll always be a kid inside, no matter how big I get. I'm just kidding. Come on, just being a kid, just kidding. Montpelier to Madrid, just kidding. What a world we're all in. Don't know how we'll grow up, but what a way to begin. Nice singing. You guys are better than I thought. You know, we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. The Earth is 50 years old today? Boy, looks a lot older, but I'll go with it. And so here is a song, obviously, and this is a song that's a cappella. A cappella, if you don't know, is a large city in Mexico. No, it's not. It's actually comes from a language called Latin. A cappella means like the chapels in the old days. And the churches and chapels in the beginning of time didn't have organs or pianos or guitars or any musical instruments. So they had to sing all their hymns without instruments. And that's why a cappella means like the chapels in the old days. Okay? So here's an a cappella song. And it's about children, again, and what grown-ups and other caregivers have to do about kids and for them. And it's called Out on a Limb. We are all out on a limb. And your part is, let's go out on a limb, show them the beauty of the world we're in. Take a chance, grab a partner and dance out here, out on a limb. Childish eyes are smiling at you, hoping you'll grin right back. Been enough tears to make an ocean. We'll dry them all and cause a commotion. Let's go out on a limb, show them the beauty of the world we're in. You gotta take a chance, grab a partner and dance out here, out on a limb. Look out there, those trees are proud. The grass is green with envy. Hold a child's hand, pick a wildflower. Share the wonder of nature's power. Let's go out on a limb. Show them the beauty of the world we're in. Take a chance, take a chance, grab a partner and dance out here, out on a limb. flaming fall is a frolicking time. Children hop and holler, giving hate for some good clean air. But most of all for grown-ups who care, giving thanks for some good clean air. But most of all for grown-ups who care, let's go out on a limb. You got to show them the beauty of the world we're in. Take a chance, grab a partner and dance. Out here, out on a limb. Take that slide down a slippery hill. Kids are the finest company. Cocoa's hot and the noses are running. Feel alive and your body's humming. Let's go out on a limb. You got to show them the beauty of the world we're in. Take a chance, grab a partner and dance. Out here, out on a limb. You know, every child is a miracle. Tall, strong, short, or fragile. Being there to love them's the least we can do. Lift them up where they can see the view. Let's go out on a limb. Show them the beauty of the world we're in. You gotta take a chance, grab a partner and dance. Out here, out on a limb. We're right out here, out on a limb. Waiting for you right here, out on a limb. All right. Good job, guys. So now, here is song comes from England. And King Henry VIII had a wife named Anne Boleyn. And she did something naughty. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't pretty. And so Henry punished her by cutting her head off, which was a very popular thing to do back then. And there's this song that came out of that. And it's called With Her Head Tucked Underneath Her Arm. And you have a very important part to sing. You're going to whisper certain parts, and I'll let you know. I'll give you an example. In the Tower of London, large as life. Large as life. Okay? So let's try it. In the Tower of London, large as life. Large as life. The ghost of Anne Boleyn walks, I declare. I declare. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the Tower of London is this big, tall place. It's kind of a prison where they sent people who did naughty things like Queen Anne did. Anne Boleyn was once King Henry's wife. Henry's wife. Until he had the headsman bob her hair. Bob her hair. Oh, yes, he did her wrong long years ago. Years ago. And she comes up every night to tell him so. Tell him so. With her head tucked underneath her arm, she walks the bloody tower. With her head tucked underneath her arm at the midnight hour. She comes to old King Henry, she means giving him what for. Gadzook, she's gonna tell him off for having spilled her gore. And just in case the headsman wants to give her an encore, that means do it again. She had her head tucked underneath her arm. Sometimes gay King Henry gives a spread. Gives a spread. For all his gals and pals, a ghostly crew. Ghostly crew. The headsman carves the joint and cuts the bread. Cuts the bread. Then in comes Anne Boleyn to queer the do. She holds her head up with a wild war whoop. Ah! No, whisper, whisper. And Henry says, don't drop it in the soup. With her head tucked underneath her arm, she walks the bloody tower with her head tucked underneath her arm at the midnight hour. The sentry thinks that it's a football that she carries in, and when they've had a few they yell, "Is Army gonna win?" They think it's old Tom Brady there instead of Anne Boleyn, with her head tucked underneath her arm. Along the drafty corridors for miles and miles she goes. She often catches cold, poor thing. It's cold there when it blows. And it's awfully awkward for the Queen to have to Tom, matey. Thank you. Now, I have a song, especially, I've noticed during this virus that people are actually outside, families are outside, at least in the rural parts of this state. They're outside playing games. I mean, they're reminded of what they used to do before this happened. They can play games. I mean, we can play games with each other. We can talk to each other. We can read. And speaking of reading, there's so many great books to read. And this is a song about how powerful you become when you learn to read. It's called The Power of the Word. My son told me when I wrote this song that he felt like he was a part of the world when he learned how to read. And that's why that's in this song. I'm here to talk about a magical fact. Tell you how I got the power, to be exact. It took a little training, but to my surprise, there it was, music to my eyes. I got the power of the word, what I need. I'm a part of the world, cause I can read. Power of the word in my brain and soul, I'm in control. Till I got the power, I was kinda confused. Sorry looking scribble gave me a headache and blues. People kept reading to me, showing the way. Suddenly, I'm excited to say, I got the power of the word, what I need. I'm a part of the world, cause I can read. Power of the word in my brain and soul, I'm in control. Putting those letters all together is fun, especially when I can read and say everyone. Learning my language at home and school, never ever will I feel a fool. I got the power of the word, what I need. I'm a part of the world, cause I can read. Power of the word in my brain and soul, I'm in control. Newspaper, magazine, a book, or a snap, I know every number, every name on a map. Any sign of any kind, I know how. I got the power, no stopping me now. I got the power of the word, what I need. I'm a part of the world, cause I can read. Power of the word in my brain and I'm in control. There's a group of grown-ups, I know in Duluth, couldn't read a lick and they were hiding the truth. Bravely got a tutor and they found the key. Opened the door, now they're free like me. I got the power of the word, what I need. I'm a part of the world, cause I can read. Power of the word in my brain and soul, I'm in control. Cause what I see makes sense to me. What I see makes sense to me. What I see makes sense to me. I got the power, the power, the power. I got the power of the word, what I need. I'm a part of the world, I can read. Power of the word in my brain and soul, I'm in control, yeah. I'm in control. I'm in control. May not sound like I am, but I am. All right, reading. I think I'm going to slow it down because I have to, for your sake and mine. Look around a lot today. Walk around outside if you can, or out the windows, whatever, and just look at the trees. If you can go by a river, or look at a river, look at an ocean if you got one. We don't have one here. So, but we travel to New Hampshire, to Maine, to New Jersey to find an ocean. Oceans are beautiful. All the amazing things that this earth has to offer in the celebration of Earth Day. First people who ever taught me about how magical and cherished the earth is were my grandparents, Jacob and Eva. They used to climb the Adirondacks together a lot in New York State, and they told me about them. I took long walks with Eva a lot when I was a little kid. This song has that in it too. So this is for all the grandparents who might be listening and watching, and also for the grandchildren. Hopefully that covers most of you. Jacob and Eva. He was the softest man I ever knew. He sang me my first song, the one about the animal fair, and the raccoon was there, and somebody brushed its teeth in a frying pan. I see my grandma's hands, I can feel them. She threw me my first ball. I missed it and it landed at my feet. If at first you don't succeed. And when she said that, I knew Eva made it up. She did. Jacob and Eva, Jacob and Eva, son and daughter of a gentler time. Jacob and Eva, Jacob and Eva, grandparents and friends of mine. We used to take in the zoo, me and Jacob. The monkeys made us laugh. We watched lions and bears, and the seals made us feel good. I saw my grandpa's face, I loved the seals. I remember grandma's cornmeal, really lumpy. It was a special order, along with scrambled eggs and baked beans, known the Bronx over. History making Jell-O, the first with character. Jacob and Eva, Jacob and Eva, son and daughter of a gentler time. Jacob and Eva, Jacob and Eva, grandparents and friends of mine. He told me about the old days over ice cream, across the street in the park, how he was 4 when he got here, and as he nodded to another, I tried to imagine my grandpa being 4. My grandma loved her long walks, took me with her, recited Shakespeare along the way, and she made it into music to crunch among the leaves too. I don't remember words, but I can hear her voice. Jacob and Eva, Jacob and Eva, son and daughter of a gentler time. Jacob and Eva, Jacob and Eva, grandparents and friends of mine. I loved to watch their wrinkles rise and fall. Their faces told me stories. I saw furrows and ridges, roots unearthed and replanted. Deep-seated smiling lines went on and on and on and on. As if it weren't enough, they raised my mother and taught her love by example, not to mention Jell-O and Othello and scrambled eggs with lumps and baked beans and walks to the zoo. I love the seals. Jacob and Eva, Jacob and Eva, son and daughter of a gentler time. Jacob and Eva, Jacob and Eva, grandparents and friends of mine. Grandparents and friends of mine. Friends of mine. For the grandparents and the grandchildren. Oh, I went to my face. Gotta stop doing it. Okay. One more song, and I'm going to take a short break after the next song. And I might as well make it dirty. Little dirty song for you. Oh, I did it again. I'd like to thank the Zuckerman campaign for suggesting that I sing at least one dirty song for you. And it's important. It snowed like crazy today in Elmore. It still is snowing, and there's white all over the ground. Kind of weird for April and toward the end of April, but it's okay. I'm still not going anywhere. I'd rather live here than anywhere. And so here's my dirty song. It's called Dirt. And your part is very easy. I got this by subliminal request. Oh, yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Your part is dirt. I'll go over it again for you. It's dirt. Okay, let me hear it. Excellent. Okay. Daddy's on the brink of a dry martini. Mama's just an old-fashioned girl. Uncle Pete's a sucker for a straight-up stinger, and Granny is a going-pick squirrel. Well, I'm faced with a family of guzzling guppies. Even my dog gets his licks. They all call me nuts, not to want some. Geez, I just turned 6. Give me dirt. I can rock and roll around in mud pie a la mode. Dirt. All covered by sundown. I'm a day crawler. Normal kids go for the G.I. Joe games. I never went for green. Then there's those sliding into snow games. Cold and a little too clean. Me, I'm working out in a big old sandbox, getting my sculpture done. Michelangelo might have made more money, but he never had this much fun. Slinging dirt, I can rock and roll around in mud pie a la mode. All covered by sundown, I'm a day crawler. Now Rosemary grows very well in the dirt, but she's never in the soil when she's wearing a skirt. Sunflowers tower in it, how about suns? Can you dig it? Dig it, you can dig it, you can dig it! Dirt! I can rock and roll around in mud pie a la mode. Dirt! All covered by sundown, I'm a day crawler. Decking my pants with mud, March 30. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be dirty. Fa la 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 la. All around me, folks are moping. Fa la 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 la. Earth forever, I am hoping. Happy Earth Day. La la, slinging dirt. I can rock and roll around in dirt. Mud pie a la mode. All covered by sundown, I'm a day crawler. Sling it to me one time, dirt. I can rock and roll around in dirt. Mud pie a la mode, dirt. All covered by sundown, I'm a day crawler. Said I'm a day crawler. Yeah, I'm a day crawler. All right, thank you. No, don't stand up. It's okay. So, I'm going to take a short break now and let you hear a word or two, or maybe more than two, from our Lieutenant Governor, David Zuckerman. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back.
Good to see you again here at the break. We're so lucky to be enjoying Earth Day with John Gilmore and his music. I first saw him a couple of decades ago at camp. I've always been inspired by him. The energy he brings is so much fun. His music is just so important to who we are as people in our community and to the earth. So I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. I'm feeling the energy in my house, and I'm feeling it through the computer to all of you as well. So thank you for joining us. Please feel free to, again, share this on your Facebook with a Watch Live party for the rest of this show. Also, I want to say, if you're enjoying this special Earth Day concert with John Gilmore, please consider heading over to zuckerman4vt.com/music4Vermont and make a contribution to support John and the virtual events our campaign is organizing. Today, if you're capable and if it works for you, we are hoping folks will consider giving $50 to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. And all this week, any donations, whatever you give, $5, $55, $50, whatever, we will be giving you a special Earth Day commemorative magnet. I'm going to hold this up for you for a second so you can see what it looks like. And so if you give a donation today or anytime this week, we'll send you send you that magnet. And I want to say, before we head back to the music, one other great event we're doing today. In just a little while at noon, I'm going to be hosting a special Earth Day roundtable conversation on building a resilient future for Vermont. That's at noon today. You can watch it on my Facebook page. We're going to be joined by some really amazing people. Bill McKibben, obviously an incredible global leader on climate change. He's from right here in Ripton in Vermont. We've got Zariah Hightower. She's a newly elected progressive Burlington City Councilor who's got some experience in community development. We have Marlene and Philip Allen. They are owners of a local solar company in Rutland, Vermont. We have Simon Dennis. He's the leader of resiliency programs and initiatives in Hartford, Vermont. And we have Richard Watts. He's a professor at UVM and a researcher on sustainable transportation. So we're going to have a great roundtable conversation about a range of issues that are related to the Earth and Earth Day coming up at noon today. Please feel free to join in and share with others as well on your Facebook page. I hope you'll be able to join me for that. And I also want to say just a quick moment of, again, thank you to John Gilmore. He's already done one show for us, and now we've got this great show today. He, like other musicians, could all use any support you can give right now because their livelihoods, just like many others, have been cut short by the pandemic. And so if you're able to help out with a donation, we'd appreciate it. His music has brightened my day. We all need some day brightening right now. He's a lot of fun. He brings a lot of spirit. Thank you for joining us on Earth Day today. John, thank you as viewers, and let's get back to the show. Enjoy your music.
I've got an earwig in my coffee, the size of Maine. Its cousins linger in the laundry and call my name. They're all around me like a curse. Wherever I go, they were there first. But like the earwig who've chosen my place, I like it here. 5 seasons and growing's not one. Pests on parade, their noses they thumb. Demeanors decaying, I'm praying for sun. So ring me out and hang me up till I'm done. The mice are dining within my sheetrock from stud to stud. Mosquitoes and black flies take no prisoners, they go for blood. Coyotes and fishers consume my cats. It's downright treacherous, this habitat. Despite the dangers, the pains and pitfalls, I like it here. 5 seasons, growing's not one. Pests on parade, their noses they thumb. Demeanors decaying, I'm praying for sun. So ring me out and hang me up till I'm done. Oh, it's been raining since I got here, or so it seems. The multicolored designer mildew adorns my jeans. Chalk up the sunblock to history. Let's hang the weatherman in effigy. Oh, my brain is waterlogged, but in the long run, I like it here. 5 seasons and growing's not one. Pests on parade, their noses they thumb. Demeanors decaying, I'm praying for sun. So ring me out and hang me up till I'm done. Oh, just when you think it's safe to frolic, the mud arrives. The ruts and washboards on them back roads make quite a ride. One day you'll wake up, your rig is gone, only to turn up millennia later like mastodons. It's unforgiving, I'm virgin, I'm loopy, but I like it here. Put me away, I'm virgin, I'm loopy, like a groveling groupie, but I like it here. Oh, yes, I do. I told you I liked it here. And that it's still snowing here in Elmore. Well, I like it here anyway. So I'm going to do now, welcome back, by the way, and thank you, Lieutenant Governor Zuckerman, for those words. And don't forget, folks, while I'm on here, I'd love to see some donations to David's gubernatorial campaign. So feel free, if you're able and have the notion, be wonderful to help him out. So I'm going to do a little medley of unsung hero songs. It's 2 songs, short medley. And the first one is about a group of people I feel very close to because I work with them a lot when I go to schools. And it's teachers. They are amazing people. And now they're working real hard to educate kids during this pandemic. But they work incredibly hard all the time and are there for the kids. And I remember all my elementary school teachers and junior high and high school and college even. So this is for the teachers, and it's called Thanks. Sometimes your mom, sometimes your dad, sometimes the best friend that I never had. You teach me my rights, you teach me my wrongs. You give me freedom to sing my songs. In the beginning, you turn on the lights. I was lost in a forest of frights. 3'9", but I could reach great heights. That's what you told me, and I believed you, 'cause sometimes your mom, sometimes your dad, sometimes the best friend that I never had. You teach me my rights, you teach me my wrongs. You give me freedom to sing my songs. Along with muscles, my confidence grew. I could count, you were teaching me to. I knew all the creatures at the zoo and spelled their names now. You made it come alive. Sometimes your mom, sometimes your dad, sometimes the best friend that I never had. You teach me my rights, you teach me my wrong. You give me freedom to sing my song. Out on the playground, you made us a team. How to work out the tempers and steam. Kept us laughing and we made a scene. We learned some tolerance. Your lessons come in handy. Sometimes your mom, sometimes your dad, sometimes the best friend that I never had. You teach me my rights, you teach me my wrongs. You give me freedom to sing my songs. If the world only knew how much you give and what you do, if the world only knew, the celebrated creatures would be the teachers. My unsung heroes, I'm singing to you. Sometimes your mom, sometimes your dad, sometimes the best friend that I never had. You teach me my rights, you teach me my wrongs. You give me freedom to sing my songs, to sing my song, to sing my song. Thanks. Thanks. And thanks to all the teachers for everything you do. So this is a song now about another hero in schools. And it's the school custodian. And I remember mine, Tom Simpson, at Mequon School, Mequon Elementary School outside of Philadelphia. Tom drove the bus. Tom was the custodian, took care of the place. It's a very small school. And I remember him, and I remember other custodians I've had over the years, and many kids do. And there's a reason for that. And this is about a guy named Walt. Somebody wrote me the other day that he actually had a custodian named Walt. And I once sang this in a school in southern Vermont, and I brought the custodian up to stand next to me during the song. And after the song, he went and found a sticky note, and he put it on his chest, and he wrote Walt on it. So this is for the custodians. This is tuning. There in the morning, as the buses all clank, Up goes Old Glory with a yawn and a yank. He waves at our windows, it's him we can thank for the bad jokes and the stories and being there. He's proud of his floors and the silence of doors. He'll applaud every new somersault. The captain of clean, he doesn't know mean, and he lets all us kids call him Walt. Host of the hallway, king of the corridor, sultan of spotlessness, grown up but fun, friend of the fearful, pal of the powerless, buddy of the bashful, Walt is the one. Walt's always scrubbing, hear him whistle and hum. He knows under desks he'll find yesterday's gum. The great dirt detective with the black and blue thumb is a worker and a teacher and a friend of ours. He makes the place shine and the toilets flush fine. If it breaks, doesn't matter whose fault. Better call on the man with the work suit of tan, and the cursive on the pocket says Walt. Host of the hallway, king of the corridor, sultan of spotlessness, grown up but fun, friend of the fearful, pal of the powerless, buddy of the bashful, Walt is the one. Sometimes I'm down, I grumble and groan, but I can tell Walt, so I'm never alone. He says he's had problems just like that at home. And he listens, and he chuckles, and I start to laugh. Got a pencil on his ear, and a whole lot of gear that he keeps in a humongous vault. Well, it's okay by me if he wants mystery, just as long as he keeps being Walt. Host of the hallway, king of the corridor, sultan of spotlessness, grown up but fun, friend of the fearful, pal of the powerless, buddy of the bashful, Walt is the one. Oh, buddy of the bashful, Walt is the one. For all the custodians, male and female, I notice more women who are being custodians, and they do such a great job. Everybody, men, women, it's incredible what they do for the school and for the kids. So thank you to all the men and women who are custodians, and all the boys and girls out there, you guys, and parents who probably remember your custodian as well. Well, it's time we sang again, because you've already shown me how amazing you are. And this is a song that I've gotten a bunch of requests for. And it's about the moon. Written by Greg Brown. It's called Rudy Toot Toot for the Moon, and this is your part. Rudy Toot Toot for the moon. It's the biggest star I've ever seen. Now don't be thrown off. I don't want to be accused of misinformation. The moon is not a star. Okay? The sun is a star. The moon is not a star. Okay? But the song says it. Greg Brown was once asked what this song means, and he said, I don't know. Just makes you feel good. And it does. So, Rudy Toot Toot for the moon. It's the biggest star I've ever seen. It's a pearl of wisdom, a slice of green cheese, burning just like kerosene. Burning just like kerosene. The whole kit and caboodle is in disrepair. There's no place to go, it's not here. Little captains and cuckoos from here to Timbuktu are counting their dough in the mirror. Here we go. Singing Rudy Toot Toot for the moon, biggest star I've ever seen. It's the biggest star I've ever seen. Pearl of wisdom. It's a pearl of wisdom, a slice of green cheese burning, burning just like kerosene. Burning just like kerosene. He was just some young white kid trying to sing tough and black, with gravel and spit in his voice. He laughed at the things we do, the radio laughed too. I held up my arms to rejoice, singing Rudy Toot Toot for the moon. It's the biggest star I've ever seen. Pearl of wisdom. It's a pearl of wisdom, a slice of green cheese, and it's burning just like kerosene. Oh, it's burning just like kerosene. So, oh, God bless motorcycles and far out heavy trifles. You know you can't memorize Zen. Hang your hat on your nose, don't hide in your clothes. Smile at someone, begin to begin, singing Rudy Toot Toot for the moon. Come on, biggest star I've ever seen. It's the biggest star I've ever seen. Sound good? It's a pearl of wisdom, a slice of green cheese, and it's burning just like kerosene. Oh, it's burning just like kerosene. Great job, guys. Hey, do you guys do this professionally? Sound like you do. Okay, let's see. Oh, now I think I've left the middle school kids out. And they often get left out. They kind of slip through the cracks sometimes, middle school kids. And I love middle school kids. And I love doing my performances and songwriting workshops in middle schools. There's just something very special about those kids, and I love them. And the songs they create, as you can well imagine, are pretty amazing. And this is a song I wrote for them at the People's Academy 8th grade graduation, way back. I wrote this to sing to them, and I did, at the commencement, and haven't worked since. No, just kidding. So this is about those amazing ages, middle school, wild ride it is. Part of me is fearless, the other's scared to death. It's time to try deodorant and something for my breath. These legs are someone else's, I feel like I have three. My body's got its own agenda, weirding out on me. Waking up's not easy, especially for school. I'm trying out my attitude and seeing if it's cool. My mouth is worth a fortune, why pay for all this pain? I look like some young alien with oatmeal for a brain. I'm a shining star with a silver smile, built for discomfort, polishing my style, singing sweet harmony at the middle of the sea. It's a wild ride being talking's an adventure, my singing is a joke. I yodel every syllable, on good days I can croak. That growth plate is a nuisance, I'm cramping up in style. My outside's grown up so fast, but inside I'm a child. Homework is a killer, takes a deadly toll. I'm sentenced to portfolios with no chance of parole. My recess and my gossip, they saved my life for sure. A good old-fashioned food fight might just be the only cure. I'm a shining star with a silver smile, built for discomfort, polishing my style, singing sweet harmony in the middle of the city. It's a wild ride theme. Romance makes me nauseous, useless pile of mush. But then at times it feels so strange, could be just a crush. It's totally confusing, these waves that come and go. Would someone kindly tell me everything there is to know? Welcome to my mood swings, a medley of extremes. Emotions make me crazy, have a look inside my dreams. I'm holding on to Blanky, and I can't wait to drive. Please leave me alone and help me out, I'm trying to survive. I'm a shining star with a silver smile, built for discomfort, polishing my style, singing sweet harmony in the middle of the city. It's a wild ride, being a shining star with a silver smile, built for discomfort, polishing my style, singing sweet harmony in the middle of the city. It's a wild ride, being me. I barely survived my middle school years, but I did, and so I have a real appreciation for that age, for every age, really. So, I'm going to slow it down one more time. It's a lullaby for my daughter Maya. She used to come in at bedtime and say, "Dad, I can't sleep because every time I close my eyes, it gets dark." So rather than just say, "Duh, honey, just go to sleep," I said, "Okay, I'll write you a song." It's been a long day, the yawning's begun now. Your eyelids are closing like heavy old shades. Your soft, furry friends in your blankets surround you. Love's all around you, so don't be afraid. I checked all the places, nothing is there. Just tired, kind faces of bunny and bear. I love you tonight, and I'll love you tomorrow. Sleep tight, sweet dreams, good night. Your moon is out there to light up your dreaming. The sky's full of diamonds to shine on your rest. You're tucked in and cozy, right where you belong now. I'll whisper a song now, the one you love best. I checked all the places, nothing is there. Just tired, kind faces of bunny and bear. I love you tonight, and I'll love you tomorrow. Sleep tight, sweet dreams. Sleep tight, sweet dreams. Sleep tight, sweet dreams. Good night. Okay, wake up. Well, here's a song. This is a different kind of sing-along. It's a Hebrew sing-along, but it's very easy. Hebrew is really not hard, and kind of pretty to look at, too. But it's easy to sing, and I'll show you how easy it is. This is a song called Sena, and I kind of grew up with this song. I never knew what it meant, and somebody at UVM, I used to sing at a place called Hunt's, which is on Lower Main Street in Burlington. It was best club ever, and if you ask any musicians of my age who are still around, who used to play there, they'll tell you that too. There's never been a club like Hunt's in Burlington. And one day a UVM student told me that this song was about a bunch of sheep that got loose in the American embassy in Tel Aviv. Well, no, because then a few nights later at Hunt's, a UVM student, I think he was a rabbinical student studying to be a rabbi, in other words, he said, "John, no, it's not. It's about Israeli women welcoming their loved ones home from the war. Teach me to listen to people. So anyway, here you go. It's an easy sing-along. It's in Hebrew. You can handle it. Say not, say not, say not, say not, not terena chayalim b'mushava. See? Easy. That's the first verse already. Second verse, same tune. Alna, 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 tita beina mi ben chayil lishchava. Now, first verse, same lyrics, different tune. Say not, say not, not terena chayalim b'mushava. Alna, 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 tita beina mi ben chayil lishchava. Easy part. Say na, 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 say na. That's one word in chorus. You can handle it. Everybody. Say na, say na, say na, say na, chavana terena chayalim. Good. Bamushava. Alna, 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 tita beina mi ben chai. Terrific. Alishava. Wonderful. Say na, chavana terena. Great. Chayalim bamushava. Fine. Alna, 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 tita beina mi ben chai. Alishava. Easy part. Say na, 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 say na. Come on. Say na, 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 say na. Good job. All right. Well, I've got one more for you. And what a pleasure it's been to be with you today. And I hope there were a lot of you out there listening and watching and enjoying yourself. My name has been John Galemore today. We'll see about tomorrow. If you go to Facebook, I'm putting up a song every day live. And I hope you enjoy those too. You can also find them on my YouTube channel. And what a pleasure it's been to be a part of this and a part of David Zuckerman's campaign. Don't forget, if you feel like it and you have the resources and have the notion, if you're able to do it, he could use some donations. So feel free to do that. I appreciate it. And I love you all very much. Miss you. I miss you. I miss seeing you and hugging you and singing for you. Hopefully that'll change soon, and we'll be able to go back to doing this. Don't forget the things we've learned during this pandemic, like being together and loving each other and talking to each other, reading to each other, and just playing games and being families again and doing kind things like people are doing all over the world for each other. Keep it up. Once this scourge is over, keep doing it, okay? All right, love you guys. Here's my final song. And this used to be a Christmas song, still is, but I've changed it a little bit. It's called Children Go Where I Send Thee. And for every number, there are 10 of them, I've chosen a few, 10 actually, great things about the earth, being Earth Day. Celebrate the earth, folks. And it goes like this. Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? Well, I'm going to send thee one by one. One for the green mountains was born on the planet Earth. Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? Well, I'm going to send thee two by two. Two for the whales and dolphins. One for the green mountains was born on planet Earth. Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? Well, I'm going to send thee three by three. Three for the winter wren. Two for the whales and dolphins. One for the green mountains was born on planet Earth. Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? Well, I'm going to send thee four by four. Four for Niagara Falls. Three for the winter wren. Two for the whales and dolphins. One for the green mountains was born on planet Earth. Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? Well, I'm going to send thee five by five. Five for the Grand Tetons. Four for the winter wren. Three for Niagara Falls. Two for the whales and dolphins. One for the green mountains was born on the planet Earth. Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee? Well, I'm going to send thee 6 by 6, 6 for the spinning spiders, 5 for the Grand Tetons, 4 for the winter wren, 3 for Niagara Falls, 2 for the whales and dolphins, 1 for the Green Mountains. Was born on the planet Earth. Children, go and send thee. How shall I send thee? Well, I'm gonna send thee 7 by 7, 7 for the Yangtze River, 6 for the spinning spiders, 5 for the Grand Tetons, 4 for the winter wren, 3 for Niagara Falls, 2 for the whales and dolphins, 1 for the Green Mountains. We're born on the planet Earth. Children, go and send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee 8 by 8, 8 for the big old moose, 7 for the Yangtze River, 6 for the spinning spiders, 5 for the Grand Tetons, 4 for the winter wren, 3 for Niagara Falls, 2 for the whales and dolphins, 1 for the Green Mountains. We're born on the planet Earth. Children, go and send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee 9 by 9, 9 for the salty oceans, 8 for the big old moose, 7 for the Yangtze River, 6 for the spinning spiders, 5 for the Grand Tetons, 4 for the winter wren, 3 for Niagara Falls, 2 for the whales and dolphins, 1 for the Green Mountains. Was born in. Children, go and send thee. How shall I send thee? I'm gonna send thee 10 by 10, 10 for the Arctic fox, 9 for the salty oceans, 8 for the big old moose, 7 for the Yangtze River, 8 for the spinning spiders, 5 for the Grand Tetons, 4 for the winter wren, 3 for Niagara Falls, 2 for the whales and dolphins, 1 for the Green Mountains. Was born on the planet Earth. Happy Earth Day, celebrate it. Stay well.